Welcome back to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host, as always, LitecoinLeader. Today I'm a little bit different here. I'm actually picking up a friend here over by the ocean. And I just thought I'd walk over here, give a little view, maybe a little backdrop here of the ocean. So here we go. I'm holding the video, so there we go. So, hey, welcome there. So, a couple things. I'm going to be talking about some economic stuff and a few things that I'm observing in the industry right now, just the general economic feel of everything. But first, yeah, there's a nice video of where we're at. There we go. That'll work. So for right now, I just took a bunch of notes. I've been catching up a lot of different videos. First, logistics. I've got an AMA tonight for CryptoConfidential members and also my Patreon. So I posted the links on the Patreon. There's a link to the AMA tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. And also on my Telegram for CryptoConfidential. The link is posted there for the meeting. You don't have to register, you just have to show up, but it's going to be about an hour. It's going to be a Zoom call, and I'm recording it for people that we can catch it later. If you can't make it, feel free to leave a question anytime you want on that thread up into the call, of course, and I'll try to answer for you. You can ask about economics, you can ask about crypto in general, with how things are looking. It's just, what's going on in Sri Lanka, what's going on in the Netherlands, all that good stuff. Anything you want, what my shoe size is, what my shoe size is, if you want. I mean, whatever reasonable question you have, I'll try and answer it for you. So, by the way, I'll give you the answer. I think that's usually 12. So, but we'll move on from that. But I took a lot of notes today. And of course, yeah, if you want to join Patreon and get on that call, it's only $20 a month for that level. And it's 10% off if you do for an annual subscription. So, all right, let's get right to it. Let's see, the economics. So, followed a lot of, obviously I listen a lot to what Economic Ninja says, and you should too. He's got some great content, but I know everybody doesn't have time to watch all of his videos, even though they're about as long as mine. They're under 10 minutes. I try to keep it short and sweet. But there's a lot going on. There's a lot of things that people are talking about. And there's a lot of people that can't make ends meet right now. We all know about the economy. You know that the Fed is going to make an announcement. They'll be announced. It's going to be announced this afternoon. This video comes out at 6 p.m. Eastern, as you know. But I'm guessing it's probably going to be 75 basis points, which is 3/4 of a percentage point. It could be a full percentage point, but the bottom line is it's just too late. It's just not enough. I mean, they have to jump it up so high that it would just wreck the rest of the economy, from real estate to everything. Just people are living on credit right now. People can't make ends meet. I've heard reports anything from $400 to $800 a month because of what the economy is doing to people, between the price of food, price of gas, and so on. But I'm hearing all these other numbers and bills, and I'm just going to cite some of them for you because I pulled them from a bunch of different sources. Ninja did a video about they can't even afford to pay their phone bills. Now, I don't have the numbers on that, but AT&T and Verizon are both talking about it. So when people can't make their phone bills, they can't pay their a standard utility. I mean, they're going to be cutting cable soon. They'll be doing whatever they can to make ends meet, but phones are everybody's got to have a phone, right? You got to have a phone even in this economy. Just if you're even looking for jobs, we'll talk about jobs in a minute, but small businesses, we know how hard they've been hit the last couple of years. 35% of small businesses weren't able to make a full rent payment in June. That's not a good sign for the economy. 45% of companies are working on hiring freezes. I think that's a small business number as well. So, and I've been through that before. I remember I've been through at least 2 recessions throughout my career, and I remember many times you'd be out there and we'd have like an open rec to go get somebody for our team because we had work to be done and we needed some extra help to do it. And we'd be interviewing, we'd have candidates and such, and then we'd be told there's a hiring freeze at the last minute. So even though we did all that work to try to find a candidate, and we interviewed with people, we found somebody we wanted to make an offer to, there'd be a hiring freeze. And they say we don't have the money to hire somebody for this quarter, and then either work doesn't get done or it falls upon other people. Hiring freezes are not pleasant, and they're not always socialized or discussed. For the last 5 months, home sales have gone down in general. And also in June alone, I think it was Redfin that said 25% of all homeowners dropped their prices on houses in June across the country. That's not a good sign for the economy. And of course, with the interest rates going to go up another percentage point easily, making mortgages typically in the 7 to 8% range, that's for good credit. Home sales are going to be really smashed. They're really going to be hurt a lot. So the Fed's, home prices are going down, home sales are going down, mortgage rates are going up. It's not a good recipe for one of the last things in the economy that was still doing well was real estate. So Also heard that over 250,000 people filed for unemployment for the first time, new unemployment. That happened last week. That's also a bad sign for the economy when so many people are looking for jobs. And I see around Myrtle Beach, they say that they're hiring, but it's mostly to find candidates as people either drop off the working scale, or for whatever reason, just backfilling already people. They're expecting people to quit, or people to not be able to work, or they're not going to be that good at their job, whatever. But in general, a lot of unemployment filings. It's just never good. And again, car payments. I heard a lot about car payments. Don't have my stand here today, so I'm just going to flip my hands. So car payments. A lot of people talk about how they can't make their car payments, and I think it was anywhere from 10 to 20% is state by state. I was probably about 1 in 8 or so across the country of new cars can't make their car payments. So with all the stimulus money that came out the last couple of years, and people had this false sense of security of the economy, they went and bought new cars, and now they can't afford to make those payments. Their repo business. If you want a good job, go find a repo company and be a car repossessor. That actually would probably be a good economy move right now, because I was on a used car lot. I've taken notice of them all around. Used car availability is still low. Chips supply chain is very difficult across the country. They can't get parts, and not just in every industry. They can't get parts, and some people, other companies are buying out cars or older cars, or just for the parts alone, just because they can't get the availability of the parts that they need to service the vehicles. So it's getting really difficult out there in all these different phases, and I just saw that they, for the 5th time, they dipped into the petrol reserve, and I think another 20 million barrels of fuel, or 20 million barrels of oil are going to be released to refineries to try to drive those gas prices down, and that's just a false sense of security too. Sure, like if the gas price goes down 10%, that's great, but they've gone up over 100% since that certain guy just allegedly won an election. So a lot going on, a lot to discuss in the AMA, a lot to discuss in general, but I'm trying to keep up with it, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's your biggest pressure point? What's your concern right now? We're only a few months away from another election cycle. There's going to be a lot going on in the next couple of months. I don't know how we're going to get there, but I'm going to try and help you with the crypto and the economics, and keeping on top of everything I can with CryptoConfidential and all the other information too. So, with all that said, well, first off, I'd love to hear your comments. Leave a little comment below, like and subscribe. Really appreciate that. But most of all, I appreciate you being on this channel and checking in on a regular basis. There'll be another video tomorrow, maybe a couple more this weekend. We'll see. But it's the same story, rinse and repeat. So, a lot said today. We'll talk more on the AMA tonight. Hope to see you there. But with all that said, I'm going to close the door on the bureau, say follow leader one more time, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.